Here we are. There is the heater box, an extremely hot heater box at the moment because the oven has just finished cooking it. We'll leave that for an hour or so and then I should be able to pull it out and we'll see how good or bad the powder coating is. Please keep your fingers crossed for me. One other thing I'd like to show you, these shields, they're going to be blasted and then powder coated. There is also a long one, but I may have to get that done because it won't fit in my oven. It's like 3 feet long and it just won't fit. Other things that I've got to do are here. These are the seat rails. I've got to think that if I try and powder coat them, it's going to cause more problems. So what I believe I'm going to do, and I will see how it goes, is to sandblast these, then give them a damn good clean and then a grease up and see how they are and leave them in their natural but sandblasted shade. The other thing is this here, which is the jack. This I'm going to again sandblast, clean it all up and then probably do it in black. I have considered doing it in red, which is what the car colour is going to be. I haven't decided yet. What would your thoughts be on that? Love to hear your thoughts. All right, let's go and get on with the next bit. Here we are. It is now powder coated. Looking rather resplendent, don't you think? Inside's not looking too bad. Unfortunately there is rust pitting, but that can't be avoided. Outside looking rather nice. Riveted the pipe retainers back on. And now my next task is to get the motor back in. Get some like a sponge, I don't want to call it a draft excluder, to go around here. This flap opens, that flap opens. Oh, that's dusty. But obviously I need to get some, as I said, draft excluder. So, not sure where I'm going to get that from. I do believe I actually have extra wheel arch seal, which I could probably cut to fit this, which is probably what I'm going to do. So, yeah, that all works nicely now. The internal one works nicely, nice and smooth. I think I will, once I've put the seal on, then I'm going to shoot these shafts with like a silicone grease, just to help maintain this movement. And then it should be good. But yep, looking pretty good. A couple of blemishes on this side, but this side is the side that actually goes to the firewall. We've got the mounts that go here and here, and then this sits up against the firewall in that position with obviously the motor there. And I do of course have the piece here that's already powder coated and ready to be fitted. Get myself some either some nice new screws or some rivets. I believe it was originally screws, so I think that's what I'll do. I'll just go and get myself some nice little stainless steel self tappers. So what do you think, guys? I think it's looking rather fucking nice. It does take a bit of effort to do it, but you want it to look right, don't you? I get as close to perfection as I can. You know, this isn't going to be a conkers. This is just going to be a very nice car that I will drive probably most days of the year. Okay. All right, that's going to be the end of this particular clip. Not sure if I've got enough to push her out tonight. What do you think? It's probably only about 10 minutes, if that. But I know you guys like to see the updates. Tell you what, let me go and find that that other piece so I can show you that, and then we'll end the video. Right, there are a number of components that go into this box before we can install the lid. There is a valve that goes on here. There is a heater matrix that has to go inside, and that is here in this bag. I have tested this, but guess what? I'm going to be testing it again. Yes, one more time. I'm going to get some flush of some description through it to... excuse me 1 second. Put that out of the way. Oh, damn, that arm hurts. And this is the matrix here. Oh, there's a few fins. I just want to straighten those fins out. Looks like somebody did a solder job there. Man, that's probably original, come to think of it. I like the fact that this is pure metal, not one of these plastic pieces of shit. So, that obviously goes inside here. He cried. It rests in there thusly, and then this fits over the top of it. So you have to make sure you get it seated properly. I mean, I'm not in the process of doing that right now. All I'm doing is just showing you. Then I will be putting sponge around this as well. Now we have the fan here. We've got to be careful we don't lose any pieces. Okay, now obviously the fan goes in there, but not by itself. We need another piece called the motor, and this is the motor. And again, I have tested this and it works, but I will be testing it again before I put it in, just to be doubly sure. And also then there's this little piece here. This is a adjuster rod that goes onto one of the linkages, but I've got to dig out the linkages yet. I haven't done that. And then also, not only but also, we have this little beastie here. And this is the heater valve, and this one looks so corroded. Excuse me, I have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, this one's so corroded, I'm not even going to put it on. I'm going to buy me a new one. Not that I expect to be using the heater, but hey, you never know, do you? So that's going to be on my shopping list. And obviously the motor goes in the other side here. Just flip this over to show you. See what I mean about not losing bits? I put them in there. That belongs with that rod. Where are you, Rod? Where'd you go, Rod? And that holds one of the cables down, so we'll just plop that in there and seal that bag up so we don't lose that. And yes, this motor mounts in there, and once you've got that bolted up, then you can attach the fan on the other side and everything will be hunky-dory. So there's quite a few bits for me to deal with to put this beastie back together. Going to give that a bit more of a clean up. I don't like that. And that bracket, I can't really do much about that. Unless I cut those rivets off and then re-rivet it. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do, because I don't like the look of that. That's been painted with, I think, hammerite. And no, I don't like that. So I'm going to grind these rivets off, take this piece and powder coat it, and then re-rivet it back on. So that will be the next piece. I don't know if I'll show you assembly or not. I'll give that some thought. But right now I'm going to push this video out there, so you guys got something to laugh at, saying, what's that idiot doing now? Let me just shove these in here so that I don't lose them, just in case. And that's my aid memoir. Good God, look at the state of that lot. Okay, and that'll remind me to get myself a new one of them. Okay, and the matrix, I'm not going to put that in there, but what I am going to do is I'm going to get this motor to the side here to remind me, and I'm just going to rest that on there. I'll give this a polish up. If it doesn't polish up, I'll redo it, but I think that'll polish up okay. Okay, all right guys, again, end of the video. Usual, like, comment, subscribe. You want to contact me for any reason, you can always email me at gstargarage@gmail.com. Will I give that a sandblasting? Probably not. I don't want to risk punching a hole in it. But I will be testing it again to make sure there are no leaks. Okay. Good night, boys and girls. Now get out there in your garage and do some shit.